So appreciate you, man. So my name is Jose Rodriguez, the Credit Dude. Puerto Rican, raised in New York, live in Jersey right now. I went to the Marine Corps when I was 17. And, back in high school, man, I was one of those kids that couldn't play sports. I graduated like 112 pounds. So I went to the Marine Corps and followed the crowd. I think a lot of people, sometimes they follow the crowd. Got in trouble. Ended up committing fraud in the military. Got court-martialed. For those of you who don't know what court-martial is, court-martial means like pretty much just going to court for like in regular, judge or whatever the case is. And I got sentenced to military prison, the brig, right? For, committing fraud. And like fraud, it was pretty much if you couldn't take the test, I'll have somebody take it for you. Like, wasn't really nothing crazy. Everybody, whatever. I followed the crowd, right? Only one that got caught out of hundreds of people. And throughout that time, I discovered credit in the military. And I was like, yo, this is pretty dope. Like, I fixed credit, boom, boom, boom. And when I got out the military, I got court-martial. I started fixing credit again. And, even though I got court-martial, people didn't really judge me. They didn't label me. They didn't, oh, that's the dude that got court-martial. Let's like get away from him. Depression, anxiety, PTSD, schizophrenia. I was on tons of medication. And this is 2007, 8, 9, 10. Started my company in 2010. I was depressed. I was like, oh my God. Still had my credit repair company. But I just thought if I couldn't be a Marine that I couldn't do anything else. So instead of serving the world as a Marine, I figured let me serve my community through credit. And that's where I found a new purpose in life. I got off my medication. I had stopped drinking for a while. I got a beautiful wife, Kelly, a daughter, Peyton, she's 10. And this whole time I'm like, come on, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, literally, bro, like you wasting your life. And then in 2018, I almost sold my company. Then I met Caesar, Flippin' and Jay, shout out to Caesar. And shout out, and Envy. And they were like, listen, man, we need a speaker. And it's been a game changer ever since, man. I made the decision to just keep going. And credit, I love it, man. I even love business credit even more, which we're gonna tap into. But I think a lot of people, man, they give up. A lot of people, they feel like, oh, if I can't do one thing, I can't do anything. Just find your niche, man. Just change the world with your niche or find another one. The whole depression thing. I was behind on my mortgage. I was like, you know what? Maybe this wasn't the right decision that I made. I was still battling some demons, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll just sell it and maybe just become a loan officer, mortgage banker, realtor, or whatever. But then I was like, nah, I don't know. But then literally, bro, the day before I sold my company, I got the text message from Caesar. So I had known Caesar and Lucci for years, right, through Instagram, right? That's what people always, even if you got 5 followers, keep going, right? Because they were like, yo, we've been watching you for years, since 2014, and we like what you do, we like how you charge, we like how you do stuff. We want the right person to help educate our people when we do our seminars. But I started crying. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was behind on my mortgage. I was still behind on my mortgage when I was doing the seminars. You know what I mean? But I was getting up early, getting after it. But I just think I'm like, why me? Why Jose, the credit, like why? Like I'm court-martialed, I'm depressed, like, and bro, it's been a blessing, man. It's been the best thing that ever happened to my life. I would say the first thing is stop worrying about a credit score. I think a lot of people worry about a credit score and they get stuck. Or they like, oh man, I don't have a 700. I want to say they're chasing the number when you should be chasing the data. Focus more on the data that's on your credit report. What does that mean? What are my limits on my credit cards? What cards am I applying for? What are the balances on my credit cards? Because think about it. Why do people get into bad credit? Because they couldn't manage the debt that they had. Right? That's usually the number one thing. They charge off their credit cards, repossessions, things like that. So it's like just make sure that when you build credit, that you take away the credit score aspect out of it. If you know you have a $500 credit card, just don't overspend that. Ever heard of Petal?
No, I haven't. No.
P-E-T-A-L. So it's Petal card. Very new card. Card is another card that you can get when you establish a little bit of credit. Any secure credit card at a credit union, those are good to build. You want to just build something. You want to show that you have a little bit of credit power capacity too, because if not, if you can't show that you can manage a $500 credit card, why is somebody going to give you a $10,000? Tell people whether you are starting, like if you're just starting off or if you have a 700, you can get a secure credit card. There's credit cards like Petal. Have you ever heard of Petal?
No, I haven't. No.
P-E-T-A-L. So it's Petal card. Very new card. Like we found them when My Jewelers Club and New Coast Direct, those cards kind of like vanished and they stopped reporting. Petal card is another card that you can get when you establish a little bit of credit history. There's Kickoff, K-I-K-O-F-F. Kickoff gives you like a $500 limit,